Hello again, guys, it's your buddy Greg, and welcome back to Ben versus Ben. And that is the Ames brothers taking us into Ben versus Ben. So, what are the results of the last round? Well, the results are in, and we're still trying to figure out how to calculate them. But we're going to figure that out here as well. And we're also going to start the next round. So, on the previous round, we did the appearance test. Well, it's the appearance test, but it's how the clock actually looks. So we'll look back at our clocks here. And these are the ones that are going head to head here. We'll get the score sheet. Okay. Gotta get a suitable pen. I know the big budget snazzy intro isn't paying. It's not applying here. It's not being applied here. Oh, and Seth Thomas is interrupting us. Yes, as is the budget on Ben versus Ben, which is 0. Or this could mean something else. A lot of people seem to think. We're not going to get into that, okay? What have we got? Okay, well, the Zelex, the Sphinx, and the Silver Bell have been chosen by you guys, the viewers, or whoever decided to even comment. So let's have a look at these comments, all right? Here are the clocks again, just the fronts. And let's see what we've got. Now, I said something in the previous Ben. I know, we're going to get into it in a second. I said something in the previous Ben versus Ben, which may have agitated everybody, and I said there'd be commercials. There's not going to be commercials. I ran over the idea a few times. I thought, wow, this is kind of a stupid idea, considering no one even submitted anything anyway. So it doesn't matter. There's no commercials. We're not doing that. So, we don't need to extend the time of this video. It's quality over quantity. And hopefully we stay that way and don't, well, I guess we could sell out, but, not drop that. Not drop the whole quantity over quality thing here. Or quality over quantity, sorry. So, which clock do you think was the most popular out of them? Which one do you think? Drum roll, drum roll, drum roll, drum roll, drum roll. Well, let's look at our comments. All 3 comments, okay? All 3 comments. Oh boy, yep. If you want to turn in your comment now, it's too late. So this isn't a live stream. All right, the first comment. Now I cannot pronounce his name. SC Devon. Maybe that's how you're supposed to pronounce it. I don't know. SC Devon. Man, oh man, we're not gonna get into that, okay? SC Devon says the best looking is the Sphinx, and the reliability. I can't remember exactly what I said in the last video, considering it's been 2-3 weeks now. But anyway, he goes into the 2 key styles. Yeah, so I mentioned the reliability. Or what did I mention? See, I don't even know what I mentioned anymore. So anyway, he goes into the best Westclox reliability. And of course, but he did answer the actual question, which is good. That's what we're looking for. And he also added some more to it, so that's also good. And I'll link this in the description, and I'll also put it on the playlist. So if you want to read his full comment, which is honestly great. I quite like his comment. You can read it, although it's not relevant here. Actually, it may be relevant here. You know what? This is the Westclox channel, okay? Well, kind of. We're going to read the whole thing here. Best Westclox reliability. Honestly, and you can skip this if you want. Honestly, the 2 key Baby Ben style 7 movements from the 1950s are the best Westclox I've worked on. And they are greatly simplified. Without the repeat lever of the earlier style 1 and 2 Baby Bens, the style 7s aren't my favorite collectible Baby Bens, but they're the best running Westclox movements, in my opinion. Too bad things went to crap in Westclox in the 60s, the late 60s. Let's not make fun of the early 60s. Pre-1966 was good times. Pre-1966 was good times. So anyway, that's SC Devon here with his comment, also commenting on reliability. of the clocks. But of course, we're not comparing baby Bens and things in this particular Ben versus Ben. Now for the second comment. Okay, Oklahoma Bridges, back at it again. The guy who helps me out all the time when I'm fumbling around doing... as Greg's fumbling around, generally Oklahoma Bridges generally shows up and puts in a wise word. So that's nice to see him here. Sorry, viewers, it's so intense I have to have a drink of water and shake the camera. So yeah, these are okay, let's read his full comment because we're just gonna go through this. Yeah, but these I don't know what he's saying yeah to because I can't even remember what I was even asking or whatever anymore. As I said, it was 3 weeks. Move the tripod in place. Yeah, but these were supposed to be low-cost models, which they were. The Bens were the top of the line for Westclox models, and I guess I consider them all Bens because they're made by Westclox. Even though these are not Bens, but I consider them in the same family because that's what Westclox always says. It says the Ben family. It needs to be approached. It needs to be approached that way when you look at these. Yes, we are approaching it that way. We're not. These aren't the most amazing models. It's just too bad Westclox lost the vision and made everything as cheap as possible. No point in buying a Ben if it has the same crappy movement as a Keno or Zelex. Uh-oh! Whoops. Someone's using fighting words here against the Zelex. Well, I mean, it's not like I can disagree with him either because it's 100% true. But of course, we'll find that out later on. Maybe not even in this video. I don't have a Keno, by the way. That's not involved. And a cheap case that is pretending to be a couple of notches better than any cheap clock. Or than a cheap clock. That summarizes most of the style 8 and 9 Bens, which it does. The style 3 through early 7 2 key are pretty much all the same movement, represent Westclox Golden Age. Yeah, so, I mean, I don't think we're going to be comparing styles of, you know, like a style 4 and a style 1 or something, because it's practically the same clock. Even though, you know, if it works, why change it? That also means that you can get more interchangeable parts. Because if you just make a new movement for a new style of clock every single time, you're gonna burn through a bunch of money trying to get the machines to stamp out the plates and the gears and everything. It's just a big waste of money, so just use the same movement each time. Anyway, where were we? Yes, yeah, they all pretty much, yeah, same movements. Represent Westclox Golden Age. They are an excellent movements, and the clocks they went were the clocks they went in were well designed. Yeah, the cases were great. And the cases were good too, as many of you know, I guess. But anyway, okay, he likes the Zelex and the Sphinx dial. I don't know how to grade that, but okay, we'll see. So he likes the Zelex. He likes the Zelex, okay? The Silver Bell is so-so. No one has rooted for the Silver Bell yet. But of course, we are 2 comments in, so there's still a third comment. I think you can already see it, but it's not quite relevant. Silver Bell, so-so, but I may think that it would have looked better in black with luminous dial. You know what? That is very true. I would have liked to seen the Silver Bell in black with luminous dial. That would have been just truly amazing. I think that would have just been great. I wish they went with that instead. Sphinx is first place. Okay, Zelex and the Silver Bell is a distant third. I love that he put distant. You can say third, but no, this is a distant third, okay? The look of the Silver Bell just stopped. It's not wound. The look of the Sphinx. The look of the Sphinx suggests that it was competing with Ingram, and Gilbert clocks, which are very similar in style. So, and I guess actually I can agree with that. It looks like it was trying to be Ingram or Gilbert or something. And of course, for the most relevant comment out of them all, Ralph CJ with, I found a Bakelite blue 1960s Art Deco Westclox, Scotland. So, make of that what you will. And, actually, I'm not going to respond to that. But anyway, make of that what you will. Okay, so we've technically got almost 2 comments here. So the Sphinx has been said to be the best clock each time. So there we go, we're rearranging them in order as to how people receive each clock. So how we're gonna grade this, and I might have to dismount my camera from the tripod here. Or maybe able to do it like this. The Sphinx, where's the looks? Ah, yes. I'd say, oh, it probably gets, what would you guys think, huh? Maybe a 4. Nah, not a 4. Maybe maybe about a 3 points. I think that's reasonable. Because it's been put in place twice. I'll put it in first place. I don't know, maybe give it a 4. It's kind of, I don't know exactly how to, actually, you know what? I think I had a calculation set up. Let me, hold on a second. Okay, so how I was doing this was I was dividing 5 by 4 and getting 1.25. So I think 1.25 times 2. Let's look here. So 2.5. Okay, well, we'll give it a, maybe, I've almost made the grading range a little too wide. Oh, and there's a plane going by overhead. Better stop the video. No, I think, what should I give this? Maybe I should just stick with it. Maybe it should just get a 2.5. I don't know. Maybe I've made, and it's how I'm doing this, by the way, is I'm just adding all the numbers up, and whoever has the highest number wins Ben versus Ben, or Ben versus Ben versus Ben in this case. So I think we'll give it a 2.5 out of 5. I know that's not quite how, you know, it looks like it did terrible or something. Maybe give it a 3, because it seems to. Well, I was about to say, well, it's good quality. No, we're not judging it by quality. We're judging it by visual appeal. You know what? I think the Zelex is going to get a 2.5. And we're going to give, let's see what we're going to give the Sphinx. So the Sphinx is just going 3.75. Oh, crap. I put it in the wrong spot. Whatever, we can get rid of that with some magic here. I just put it in the wrong spot there. Jeepers creepers cripes, viewers. So that is the, I know they're beautiful numbers. Well, it's 7 o'clock on the Ben versus Ben network here, and we'll be right back after the. Well, I don't know if we need a break. Anyway, we'll listen to Seth Thomas go off, I guess. Never try and film a television production in a studio where there's a mantle clock that chimes every 15 minutes. But of course, this isn't TV, so I can do whatever the heck I want. All I have to do is my camera just has to be able to record it, and we're good. Okay, so, and the Silver Bell, which came in last place, I'm gonna give it a, just a 1 point, or what is it, 1.25. Yes, so, the Sphinx is in the lead right now with its 3.75. Might take some white out and get rid of that later, I don't know, we'll see. Okay, now on to the actual main event here, the next round. So which of the magical rounds should be next, viewers? I think we can do this one and this one at the same time. Alright, I think we can do this one and that one at the same time. We can actually do 3 of these. Knob and key placement. And of course, how I'll do this, viewers, you can also post in the comments what you think, and that'll go into the points as well. So that's how this is gonna go. So what should we start with first, I wonder? Okay, so what I've decided to do is I've decided to omit the Silver Bell from the accuracy contest, I guess, because who knows, maybe I'll even come back to it later, I don't even know. Problem is, it doesn't run, and Ben versus Ben would be severely delayed if I went in and fixed this clock, which I'm still learning how to do this sort of thing, so I mean, yeah, it's going to be a crazy delay, so I think we're going to have to omit that from Ben versus Ben. and that's not looking too good, but these other 2 clocks do run. So, yeah, I think that's what we'll do. What else should we do? I guess we can do the key placement test as well while we're at it. I'm sorry, we're not omitting this from Ben versus Ben. We're just omitting it from the accuracy test or whatever it is. So sorry, I know I just said that. But anyway, it was a last minute addition to Ben versus Ben anyway. I was about to start shooting and suddenly I got that thing. Okay, let's pull it down here. And let's compare, shall we? Alright, let's get all the stuff together here. And I think first what we'll do is the key placement test. And it is ticking a little bit. So I don't know precisely what's wrong with that clock other than the fact I know one of the springs is, one of them's broken or something there. I don't know what exactly happened. So if we look at the key placement and how convenient or inconvenient it is to use, if we look at the Zelex, okay, there's really not much here, and how this is being graded is basically how everything is spaced and how convenient it is to use. So let me just see here. Let's try winding the Sphinx up. Actually, I gotta grab the tripod, hold on. Well, this is very easy to wind up. Very easy indeed. I mean, there's not much to that, right? I mean, and if you move the hands around, very nice, not, you know, you can stick your hand. This is generally how you hold it. And there's enough room to fit your hand in here, and if we turn the alarm knob, this is good as well. So it's a very easy clock to use, and the reason I'm even doing this test at all is because I've had clocks where it's extremely inconvenient to wind it up, and the way the keys and everything are laid out, it's just annoying. There's practically nothing here. So of course this is going to be super convenient to wind up. This is maybe how the Zelex wins Ben versus Ben right here. Wins the entire contest just off the key placement. The Zelex is the second favorite. Of course that is, I don't know if I like these things where you pull it out and set it. I don't know if that's my kind of thing. Anyway, and the alarm is working, it's not working. That's how that goes. And I've just noticed that the silver bell is ticking, so I guess we'll do that. I guess we'll add the silver bell. I don't know. If it stops, it stops, and if it doesn't stop, it doesn't stop. So we'll see how it goes. Anyways. So overall, the silver bell, and oh yeah, you know what? Sorry, I gotta go back here and try this one. And it's very similar to the Sphinx, except the alarm is up here. The alarm is up here on this one, which makes it a little more convenient to use. Here, we'll just try and wind this thing up. Well, that's all the way up already. And of course, this, see, it's not actually winding. Yeah. Anyway, this is, it's going alright, you can tell. I'm kind of a bit, I don't know if I like that very much, the way this is. Well, A, it's tight, and B, it's kind of crammed in there a little bit. My hand is there's not much room for my hand. And of course, this knob here for the actual time, this one's okay. Or more so than others. So anyway, that's how that works. And the one real criticism I have about any of these clocks is this here. The alarm knob, or the alarm pull out, whatever you want to call it, is right here. And it makes it inconvenient to use. And that's more so what I'm talking about. But I've had it where it's way worse on different clocks. So anyway, that is the key placement test. Or the or whatever you want to call it, I guess. So basically everything was good except for the silver bell and that one knob. So I think everything can get very generously graded there, and I'm not going to grade these all right now. I know we're already up past 15 minutes here, so I guess I got to get moved. Well, I don't know. You can stay for the long haul. I don't really care. Well, actually, I do care. So anyway, let's go to the accuracy test now, because I know that's the big hit right, or the big kicker right there. I know that. And we can also do the volume of tick. So we can kind of get 3 down in 1. Okay, let's go into the other room and we'll do the volume of tick test, and then we'll set all the clocks up for the accuracy test. Okay, so how this works is basically, I know it's very echoey in here, isn't it? How this works is how loud or soft the tick is. And I know I've had, well, there's been Westclox alarm clocks, especially the Westclox Spur, where the tick is extremely loud and a lot of people think that this is annoying. So basically, how this test works is the quieter the tick, like, you know, the quieter the tick, the more points it gets. And I'll shut up now for a second so you can actually hear the clock running. Now, I don't know if that's coming over the camera or not, but it is a super quiet tick, which would not be very disturbing if you're trying to sleep. So anyway, that is the Zelex's, and I'll just do another one here. I'll put it close to the camera so you can hear it. You know, one thing these cheaper movements have is a very quiet tick, which the older movements, the actually good movements, have a way louder tick than this. Let's do this one more time. Well, I don't know about you, but that just definitely won it's getting the highest points in the, what is it called? Oh, the tick. The volume of tick, that's what it's called. Anyway, the Zelex basically just won that, I know that already, but let's get the other clocks in here so we can do it as well, or do it with the other ones. I'll make sure next time on Ben vs. Ben to actually service the clocks before I bring them on here. So anyway, here's the Sphinx ticking away. And I guess what I'll also do is in the comments, post which one is your favorite knob and key arrangement, or post which one is your favorite tick. That'll also very much go into the grading of these. So anyway, I'll shut up now so you can actually hear the Sphinx ticking. And of course that is the classic, I mean that's almost the stereotypical alarm clock tick right there. I don't know what, I mean it's loud but it's soft. It's a very soothing tick, I'll tell you that much. It's one of the better ticks, I don't know. I mean, you can have a quiet tick, but you can have a slightly louder tick like this one, but it sounds good and you can go to sleep to it. So anyway, that's that basically. So anyway, post in the comments. I'll remind you again, post in the comments which tick is your favorite, or which one is your favorite, or, yeah, and also I do it for the knob and key placement as well. Okay, we'll move on to the silver bell now, after a few more seconds of this thing ticking. And of course, lastly, we have the silver bell, which is also ticking away, and I must admit, it sounds very similar to the Sphinx. Maybe because there's a similar movement inside, I'm not entirely sure. So I mean, the silver bell, it sounds very much like the Sphinx, as I said before. But yeah, which one do you prefer? And I think it might be doing that tick there because it's kind of more sluggish because this clock is in slightly worse shape. But it seems to actually want to run now, so we'll try and get it in the accuracy test for as long as we can go. This is better than nothing, what can I say? So anyways, now it's time to do the accuracy test, and we're going to see who wants to run and who doesn't. Okay, let's see if they can get the silver bell going. We are running. Oh, I don't know how long that's going to last. And the Zelex, of course, is next. So this test will be done over a period of maybe a week or so, 2 weeks. I don't entirely know how I'm going to do this, but we're going to see in a second here. And yes, the episode is almost over. because we're up to, I don't know, 16, 17 minutes. I can't exactly, I don't know, maybe we're 20 minutes in. And one of the Sphinx. And away we go. So that's everyone wound, and how we're gonna time this, I think. Well, what we're going to do is, well, we'll see how we, because you know with alarm clocks, you can change the speed of the clock. You can affect the accuracy of the clock. So I don't know, I'll do this over a period of days or weeks or whatever. I don't know. I know nobody's dying for the next part of Ben versus Ben. It's not like it has to happen in the next week or something, you know. Since there's no commercials or nobody's anticipating this, so... Oh, did this stop? I have no idea. I think it did. I don't think the silver bell is gonna last long in this. We'll have a look at the movement and the accuracy test, whatever, not the accuracy, the quality test, sorry. So anyway, there's our contenders there. And of course, Seth Thomas is nearby. And I think we're gonna compare it to Seth Thomas, I think, almost. Because it's running and they're running, so yeah. I'll update you during the week, I guess, what the times are and how it is, and yeah, let's just see where everything's set here before we do anything. Okay, there's the regulator right there, leaning more to the fast position on that one. I wonder why that is. There's the regulator there. It's more leaning towards the slow position, or whatever exactly that is. And the Zelex is completely off because of unknown. Well, you can see the regulator, I think, inside, just at the S. If you look very closely, I think you can see it. But yeah, the Zelex tends to run fast, so I put it all the way to the slow position. So anyway, viewers, I'll see you in the, well, it's standard procedure, viewers, is it not? Ben versus Ben, standard procedure. You get the idea. I don't know why there's a funnel there. And yeah, viewers, that's what we'll go with. Alright, are we good? I think we're good. Alright. Yeah, it's just standard procedure, viewers. Just standard procedure.